Heyo folks, here's the update I promised you in the previous video. Proctor's request denied. Yeah, the judge didn't buy it. The judge did not buy it. He first found that the document submitted was submitted by a person who didn't have the authority to make such kind of whatevers. And then he also found that, what was it? Hold on, I wrote it down here. Supplemental submission does not meet the requirements to delay the deposition. The persons who submitted a document on Proctor's behalf was not qualified to do so. Because the letter submitted turned the request from Proctor from a request to delay to a request to delay his deposition forever. And the judge, no, not going to have it, not going to have it. Now, at first, I thought, okay, now Proctor has to be there tomorrow. That would have been fun when Proctor from his mental care facility in Florida had to get his ass back to Massachusetts. I assume we were Looney Tune car, but of course it wasn't that easy. It wasn't that easy because everybody had to agree. Everybody had to agree. So the judge had to modify the order of appearing tomorrow to appearing on a date agreed to by the parties. So, yeah, his request was denied, but it still got delayed. With this stunt, he bought himself a few weeks, sadly. Let's see here. The deposition for Brian Albert is June 24th. Maybe subject to a motion to compel. Carol Reed's deposition is also June 24th. June 26th, Matthew McCabe. And then a status hearing on the 26th of June. So the hearing that was scheduled for June 25th is now June 26th. But what will happen is that now the parties have to agree again. So even though Proctor got screwed, well, he screwed himself. He has done that all the time. He is a compulsive self-screwer. So his stunt didn't work, but it still worked. He bought himself a few weeks. But it will happen. This also gives him time to make shit up and try to postpone it again. Because he really, really doesn't want to be deposed. Because as I said, not in the previous video, but a previous stream or video, there's more, folks. There is more in those texts and voice recordings. And they hinted at it in the Carol Reed motion or lawsuit. That there are more people involved. And since there are more people involved who knew this about Proctor, him being a Schnazi of sort, planning on different ways to rape his ex-girlfriend, talking about Anne Frank being a lying C word. I mean, folks, you just don't, it's so reprehensible, so vile. You just don't say those words unless the people around you are okay with it. That means Yuri Buchanik. Good. All the people who worked with him have to have known. So it's still interesting. He still got denied, but he still got a few weeks to prepare himself. Well, that's the update. It's good news. Let's take the good news as it is. Let's take the good news as it is. And folks, as to finish this off, here is the free Turtle Boy song. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Dr. Turtle Boy walks the line, truth in his hands. Fingers point at shadows, he's breaking their plans. Corrupt suits in the courthouse playing their game, but the lies they sling won't tarnish his name. They try to bury him, but he won't go down. Fighting for justice in every crooked town. Dr. Turtle Boy standing tall in the fight. Truth's his weapon shining through the night. Bogus charges flying, but they can't stick. He's cutting through the darkness, sharp and quick. The gavel pounds, but his voice won't break. No matter how much they take and fake, they try to bury him, but he won't go down. Fighting for justice in every crooked town. Dr. Turtle Boy standing tall in the fight. Truth's his weapon shining through the night. His ground in the face of their lies. His courage resounds. For every false word there's a light he ignites. A warrior for truth under courthouse lights. He's been bruised, but he won't lose the war. Kicking down the gates of corruption's door. Dr. Turtle Boy still chasing the sun. The fight's far from over, but he's never done.